honestly, man, the one CD that stands out to me for a live album that was really exceptional. Actually, there's two of them. Is Nirvana's Unplugged in New York.
Hell yeah.
It's a beautiful record altogether, and Manson's last tour on Earth.
Yeah,
I love that live record, man, and it's just, you know, you could feel that energy, you know. And I think that's definitely what we're after as well, you know.
Cool. And for you, Crush, do you have any live albums that stick out like that, like Nirvana or Manson? Or?
Not any that I can think of off my hand, like right off the top of my head.
For sure.
Digging some Pink Floyd, but for a live album, I can't put my finger on it on any that I can name right for you.
Oh, that's tricky, man. Here, you start. You go down the list. You start. Name one, and then I'll name one.
Top five.
Alive or
Top
Dead?
5. Yep, Alive or Dead.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh man. Let's see. I don't want to take too long, so.
Well, I'm gonna start it off. I want Sage Francis at one of my shows, whether it's an opening with some poetry. I want Sage Francis to open up with 15 minutes of some of his spoken word. That's how it will start. It would start.
Hell yeah.
And then let's see who else. I'd like to see Rage Against the Machine there.
Awesome.
And maybe even just what's his name? Zach De La
Rocha.
Yeah. Even if it was just him, and yeah, like you were saying, Floyd earlier. Pink Floyd is just, I mean, come on, man, you can't, you know, I mean, and just from what if you see, I mean, I've never been to a Pink Floyd concert, but the videos that I've seen from, you know, and just the stories I've heard is just, you know, oh, and Tool, I have a lot of rock influences, man, and I love Tool and Maynard and anything Maynard does, man. And this is a tough question because there's just so many different.
Exactly.
There's so many different people, man.
Like,
you know.
Oh, damn. Well, there's some Black Sabbath. There's shit.
Yeah, I mean,
Godsmack.
You guys are speaking my language. I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah, actually, we listen to a lot of rock music. We listen to more rock music probably than
what people call rap music.
Yeah,
at least nowadays,
exactly.
You know, hip hop music,
modern
you know,
rap music or anything like that. Yeah, I definitely prefer some rock over some Lil Wayne to say some rap music names that's accepted throughout the population today.
Right.
But see, and that's already like 4 bands I've named, man. I need it, and we're on this too, so we'd have to say, shit. See, and I like definitely Twisted got they got skills, man. I don't care what anybody says. Twisted's the shit.
Listen to Twisted since we were younger, so we're young guys.
And damn, that's tough. After all of that, because that's really hyped up, there'd have to be something more laid back, like a smooth, maybe some old Bone Thugs and Harmony, like East 1990 Eternal. That's.
Oh yeah.
Doing some of the, you know, oh my God, man.
Crossroads for the month.
You know,
for a little money.
To settle things down, and then, damn, there's a lot. There's too many, man. Too many musical influences to sum up in 5.
Yeah, we would have to have some oldies in there. We'd have to do it in like categories of like 5. You know, different.
Maybe it would be
different
like
genres of music. Because we'd have to throw some golden oldies in there. We'd have to throw some Sam Cooke in there.
It would be
some David Ruffin of the Temptations. You gotta love that voice, man.
Yeah, if we were gonna make it into a music festival, that's exactly what it would be. There would be it'd be no holds bar on genre. You know, I think that's a big thing that holds a lot of musicians back from evolving as artists, is their closed-mindedness to, say, you know, classical music or country, any kind of music, you know,
and dedicated fans as well, you know.
Yeah.
If you're dedicated to a certain type of music, you know, and you hear a song from a different style or different genre, and you're just like, wow, that was a really good song. That's really good to incorporate all of that. But yeah, it is. It's really hard to say if we just broke it down to 5 of us. But Rozelle, you know, I'm a beatboxer. I love some Rozelle. he influenced me to start beatboxing back when I was a kid, back when I was like 12 or 13 years old. So I'd have to have him up there. We'd really have to take some time and put some thought into that one there.
Word.
That's a tough question
Yes,
to answer.
touche, sir, touche. Top 5 horror movies, huh?
Yeah.
I'm a sucker for Michael Myers. So definitely the original Halloween, probably the first 3. No, our first 2, 3 was well, no, even though it was not Michael Myers oriented, it was still really good. But the Halloween movies, awesome. That'd be one of them. I kind of grew up on Freddy Krueger, so. But then again, see, those aren't really. Those are more slasher flicks than horror, you know.
It's all encompassing, I think.
Yeah, I don't know, man, because there's some of that, you know, I mean, the way Alfred Hitchcock would make a horror movie is, you don't see things like, the birds. The birds used to scare the shit out of me when I was a little kid. When that part when she's in the phone booth,
yeah,
and she can't get away with it. Oh God, that was horrible. Like, okay, that's scary. That would probably make the list, man. What about you, man?
Well, then them old school movies, Nosferatu, that movie scared
God.
It just scared the shit out of me when I was younger.
His shadow.
The way he moved.
Oh yeah, well his appearance was just creepy. Like, I would not want that guy to answer the door if like I was out trick or treating or something. Oh man, I'd probably shit my pants right there. Oh no, Nosferatu, that guy, yeah, he was creepy. You know, if I ever saw somebody that resembled his appearance, I'd probably be scared to approach that person. He was a creepy looking guy. Notice he got the Hellraiser shirt over there. That'd have to be on my top 5.
That movie's
Definitely.
freaky, man.
The first 2 were probably my favorite out of all of them. I've seen probably the first 5 of them. I don't know if they've. I'm pretty sure they've went past 5.
Yeah.
But the first 2 definitely my favorite.
Most definitely.
Alien. That used
Hell
to
yeah.
when I was younger. Alien used to. There's a part in it. I forget which one it is. I want to say it's one of either the first one or Aliens in the second one. But that way the robot guy, when he like was losing a limb or just I forget something about it, and just seeing the special effects of that era because they were, you know, it wasn't so digitalized like it is nowadays. You know, they'll use
Real makeup and special effects.
And it would actually look like, you know, pieces of flesh.
Blood and shit.
Yeah, and that part with the milk. Oh God, that used to.
That burned into your mind, huh?
Oh shit!
Man.
And speaking of burning, Pet Cemetery.
Oh, Pet Cemetery.
When that lady thing. She's laying in the bed.
Rachel Creed's sister Zelda.
And then she just. Woo! That's right up in the camera. Oh no! Yeah.
Oh man, I'm gonna have some nightmares.
Zelda, right? I forgot about that.
Yeah, that's ooh.
She was nasty.
That was bad.
Yeah, that one definitely was.
I like the first Child's Play movie. That movie's awesome. I like Chucky. Just the fact of Chucky used to scare the shit out of me when I was younger. Like, just in case that ever happened, you know, I wouldn't know what to do because I was young when I saw it. I saw too many horror movies when I was when I was young. Before I should have. You know, I have a daughter. She's about to be 4 in September, and I wouldn't let her see some of the things that I saw when I was as young as I was when I saw it. Even like some of the Tim Burton flicks, like Batman Returns. You know, I won't let her watch certain parts of that because it's too violent for a child to be watching. And when I was younger, I was like, yeah, I'm all about that. Pretending I was Batman kicking the Penguin's ass. But
yeah.
Oh yeah, my grandma used to put on, like I said, the Nightmare on Elm Street movies. She had a thing for Freddy Krueger. She still has like a crush on him. Like, she has like little figurines from like 79 when the first movie came out, and she collects them and thinks he's bonito, and she thinks he's cute. You know what I mean? I like Marvin the Martian.
Word.
He's the shit. When I was little, I used to have I used to watch Looney Tunes a lot, and I had a little figure of Marvin the Martian, like when I was really little, and then I lost it and forgot about it for forever, and then I'd say like when I was a little bit older, before my teenage years, I started watching, would watch cartoons, and he's just one that I've always liked. He's just I like his voice. His voice is original. He's funny, and he'll get himself hurt, and he'll still just keep going. He's trying to conquer the universe, man.
Awesome. And for you, Krish?
Can it be like something that was a comic book and then like a TV show that made him into an animation?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright then, cool. Then it'd have to be Spider-Man, definitely. I'm digging on Spider-Man. I've always loved Spider-Man ever since I was younger. I used to watch the TV shows. I used to have all the toys. I think I still have all my toys somewhere packed away in a bag or something with Spider-Man. I just thought it was so cool that, he could be swinging around and sticking his shit, and he was awesome, man. I loved Spider-Man. I still love Spider-Man, and I defend him to this day against
He was
the
like
fight
your
against,
everyday. He was like your everyday dude.
Kind of like a concert journalist / superhero kind of deal, like Wu Manchu, I think.
Exactly.
Once he found out that he had powers, he had to enter that double life like anybody that has some type of talent has to do, especially when trying to survive in a world controlled by currency.
Exactly.
But Spider-Man definitely, because it'll go down. I'll start thinking too hard, like into animes and stuff. It'd have to be, like Goku. He'd probably be my second one, just because he's awesome. But yeah, Spider-Man #1. Ooh, favorite that. Oh man, there's so many. I can go off on. I'll name my top like 5.
There you go, top 5.
Alright, there's Kid Icarus, definitely. I loved Kid Icarus. Kirby's Adventures for the Nintendo.
Yeah.
I loved Kirby. Kirby was so awesome. Double Dragon.
Oh, yeah.
Double Dragon. I just dug all 3 of those games for the Nintendo. And I'm talking about the old original 8-bit Nintendo Entertainment System. Excuse me. And let's see. 2 more.
You gotta put
Castlevania. Super Mario Brothers. Castlevania. Castlevania was definitely one of my favorites. I think that was the first game that I remember playing, and I think I was maybe like 3 or 4. But that game used to just, blew my mind when I was young. And it's crazy to see video games now and see how much they've evolved and changed.
Yeah.
Because it's it's like you're playing online. You have 3D graphics. You have high def, ultra high def graphics on these next gen consoles. But yeah, I still have my Nintendo Entertainment System collection, and I have probably close to about 100 of those cartridges still.
Nice.
But, yep, hope that answers your question all the way. I do love some Nintendo.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
For
Nintendo's the shit, man. The original NES. I'll never forget how many times I would play, and still do play, Super Mario Brothers 3. Number 3 was the lands, the levels, man. I love that game. That's my favorite from my childhood, at least. Yeah.
We are the Horrifik Kreationz.
And check out the Wu Manchu podcast.
Check it.